because those were the different groups of blacks, and the divide and conquer was played on them. So that's where you got to know, keep in mind a history perspective, so that you can see how the early migration coming into Fort Wayne, and where blacks were assigned to live, and how that has led us to today.
It is. I mean, because hearing you discuss this history from the '60s, the church and the movement, I'm having a whole bunch of light bulb moments. It's like all of this is making sense now. It's funny to hear, and relative to what you're saying. It's like now I couldn't imagine someone saying going from Lewis to Hayden was considered across town. That's down the street.
Yes.
So, that's now your neighborhood. So
and see, we had a big raggedy bridge right back from Pilgrim Baptist Church, and when you go down Gay Street to where it dead ends into Hayden Street,
yeah,
there's a bridge there. And that was a raggediest bridge. It used to catch on fire all the time.
Oh my goodness.
Gay Street Bridge. And that used to scare me to death to go across that bridge going to church. But that's what connected across town.
Okay.
But I think I left the pastors too quick.
Okay, I apologize.
But I'm not down on pastors. Because a lot of these guys I went to school with, but I'm just saying that in the 60s, the when you watch those old talk shows with Malcolm X or Martin Luther King, the shows that they were on, everybody, I forgot his name today, Stokely Carmichael, what's his name?
Stokely Carmichael, Huey Newton,
anyway,
Patience, Malcolm, Elijah,
George
Foreman?
No, not Foreman, Farmer. I forgot it. Anyway, the guys. Anyway, at the time of Malcolm X in that time period, they were all knowledgeable.
Yeah.
And when they get on
and
TV,
educated.
Oh my gosh, they were just the exact same things. When you listen to those talk shows from that time, it's the same issues today.
Very much
issues have not changed.
No, they haven't.
And you had pastors on there, and please don't take this out of context here, but I was watching this one show. It's on YouTube now. Malcolm X was sitting there along with Wyatt T. Walker, Farmer, who was head of CORE.
Okay.
And another guy who was with Ebony, not John Johnson, but he was one of the heads of Ebony.
Okay.
And they were really pushing the idea how we don't need to make any drastic efforts right now, because white people can change. And they were saying they were saying that we can be patient. Just be patient. And
that white people were going to change.
Yes. And be more on our side. And then the camera would cut to Malcolm. And he had that finger up on the side of his face looking at these guys. And he told them, you must be out of your mind. And as that show developed, it was crystal clear that all those guys were against Malcolm.
Hmm.
And yes, Malcolm held his ground. And at the then years later, after most of them were killed, Farmer was interviewed, and he said that, he wished he would listen to Malcolm, because Malcolm was right. I'm not saying that white people are bad. I'm not saying that, or that.
But we need a plan in place.
I'm saying that you need to follow your heart, and what you know is right, and trust your assessment of history. Because
so first you have to start with being made aware of history. Stop running and hiding from history. A lot of us don't like to face it, know or be aware of it. They're completely content. The 20-something, 30-something, just they don't relate to anything. Even as far back as it is not many. I'll give a modern day example. I grew up in the hip hop era, so a lot of the rappers now wouldn't have any idea who the members of Run DMC are, Salt and Pepper, Kid and Play, all of that. But I mean, those were their founding fathers for the music that they're doing now. That being said, applying that on a grander scale, our youth don't have any idea of the plight and the efforts and the warnings that came down for us today. And if we continue to ignore them, the warnings, what was suggested then, and we don't do anything now, are we ever going to get any better?
No, you can't. All that you can do is